You have big goals. You want a better career, more money, a stronger body, more freedom. Maybe you even have a clear picture of the life you want. But there's one problem. You keep putting things off. You know what needs to be done. You just don't do it. Then the guilt starts. You tell yourself you'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next month. Eventually, you start believing something dangerous. Maybe I'm just lazy. You're probably not. The real problem is inertia. And once you understand it, procrastination becomes much easier to beat. Think about a car sitting in a parking lot. It takes more effort to get it moving from a complete stop. But once it's rolling, keeping it moving is much easier. Your brain works in a similar way. Starting feels hard. Continuing feels much easier. That's why you can spend 30 minutes thinking about going to the gym, then somehow spend 2 hours watching random videos. The problem isn't always a lack of discipline. The problem is that you've made the first step feel too big. You tell yourself, I need to completely transform my body. I need to finish this entire project. I need to study for 3 hours tonight. Your brain sees a massive task, so it looks for an escape. Your phone suddenly becomes very interesting. The kitchen needs cleaning. You suddenly remember that email from 3 days ago. Anything feels better than starting. So here's the solution. Make the first step ridiculously easy. Don't focus on finishing. Focus on starting. Let's say you want to get in shape. Don't tell yourself you're going to complete a brutal 1-hour workout. Tell yourself, I'm just going to put on my workout clothes and do 5 push-ups. That's it. 5 push-ups. The goal isn't the workout. The goal is breaking the stationary state. Once you start moving, continuing becomes easier. You don't need to apply to 10 companies today. Open your resume, read the first page, fix 1 sentence. That's your starting point. You may end up doing much more, but you don't need to think about that yet. You only need to take the first step. There's another technique that works incredibly well. The 2-minute rule. When you don't feel like doing something, promise yourself you'll do it for just 2 minutes. Want to read more? Read 2 pages. Want to learn a new skill? Watch 1 short lesson and take 1 note. Want to clean your apartment? Pick up a small thing, then you can stop. No guilt, no pressure, no massive commitment. And here's the interesting part. You probably won't stop, because starting changes your mental state. Before you begin, the task feels huge. After you begin, it feels manageable. Then momentum takes over. This is why motivation is unreliable. You shouldn't wait until you feel motivated. Start first. Motivation often follows action. Think about pushing a heavy shopping cart. The first push takes effort. Once the wheels start moving, you barely think about it. Your job is to create that first movement. That's it. And this principle works almost everywhere. Want to exercise? Put your shoes on. Want to study? Open the textbook. Want to build a business? Write down 1 idea. Don't focus on the entire mountain. Focus on the next step. And stop calling yourself lazy. Every time you repeat that label, you reinforce it. Instead, change the identity. You're not a lazy person. You're someone who is learning to take action. You don't need perfect discipline. You don't need endless motivation. You need a smaller starting point. So the next time you're procrastinating, don't ask, how do I finish this? Ask, what's the smallest action I can take right now? Then do it. 1 minute, 1 page, 1 email, 1 push-up. Because massive results rarely begin with massive actions. They begin with something incredibly small, repeated consistently. Break the inertia, start moving, and let momentum do the rest.